Well, World Cup fever is upon us and it's time to get the facts. The globe's greatest male soccer players are in North America representing their countries at the World Cup. Now, before the tournament started, President Donald Trump said it was the most successful World Cup FIFA has ever had. He's referring to ticket sales. This was the quote here. They've never sold tickets at that level. They've never sold that many tickets so quickly, the president said. So our partners at PolitiFact have been looking at whether this World Cup is in fact the most successful ticket-wise, as the president said. Staff writer Maria Briceño joins us now. So Maria, what do the numbers show?
Yeah, hello. So in terms of raw numbers, that seems to be right. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said that as of June 10, the event had sold over 6 million tickets, showing what he said was unprecedented demand. And we looked, and in comparison with past World Cups, FIFA reported selling 3.2 million tickets in the 2022 tournament, 2.8 million in 2018 and 3.1 million in 2014, but the raw numbers don't show the whole picture.
Right, Maria, we can't do like a straight apples to apples comparison for this year's World Cup sales versus past tournaments. Can you explain why those numbers wouldn't be accurate?
Yeah, so we spoke with a couple of soccer experts, and they told us that the 2026 ticket sales are breaking records largely because the tournament includes more teams and games than ever before. For example, this year there are 48 teams, and before there were 32, and also there are more matches this time too, 104. And compared with 64 previously. And the matches are happening in 16 cities across Canada, Mexico, and the US, and this has never happened before. So since there are more games, there are more tickets to be sold.
Now, about those tickets, Maria, I got to say, we've covered a lot of fans here over the last few weeks, maybe even months, kind of shocked and angry at times at what are some eye-popping ticket prices when it comes to getting into these games. What changed this time around when it came to buying tickets and the buying process?
Yeah, so soccer fans were first complaining about the three-round general ticketing process, and then many of them were priced out because they were costing hundreds of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the important part of this is because it's the first time FIFA started using dynamic pricing. And so what this means is that prices increase when demand increases and it drops when demand slows. So many fans filed formal complaints in the UK, and attorney generals have launched investigations into the pricing tactics of FIFA.
And now, finally, Maria, what does this all mean when it comes to the attendance? If some fans are saying they can't get the tickets, maybe organizations have bought up huge chunks of them, are we still expecting to see record attendance, or do we have any sense of where that might be headed?
Yeah, so experts told us that there might be record attendance because, again, like the games, there are more games, there are more teams, so they are expecting that. But there is some uncertainty about how quickly organizers are selling the tickets and how well attended the individual matches will be. So far, they are not sold out. We checked, and as of June 12th, they were not sold out. And this morning, we checked again on the FIFA's website, and there were tickets available for all of the games today. And specifically for the Saudi Arabia versus Paraguay, the tickets were ranging from $430 to $600. And this wasn't even counting the reselling website. This is just what's official.
All right, so you can get them. It's just a question of how much you're willing to spend for them. Maria, great insight. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.